Hi everyone, this is Gip Erskine, founder of EverSmarts for Property Managers, and I'm here to share another Gip tip on problem solving. Going from stumped to solved. Remember from the last Gip tip, the importance of planning. Well, this tip will combine the logic of planning and prioritization and incorporate them into a problem resolution framework. As property managers, we are bombarded with problems all day long. If you think about it, we rarely are ever without problems, and that goes for non-property managers too. My church pastor said, we are all either in a problem, leaving a problem, or heading to the next problem. Like tasks on our to-do list, problems come in all shapes, colors, and sizes. Some are huge, red-hot, urgent, and important, like a burst pipe in an elevator shaft or a tripped fire alarm. Others are smaller, cool blue, like research needed to substantiate a new hire or looking up a lease term for a critical notice date. Still others are pesky, smoldering ember irritants like irate tenants that, if not handled properly, can become out-of-control blazes. Remember, the people telling you about their problems expect you to take them seriously. To them, their issue is the most important thing on their minds. Well, without the right mindset and perspective, you might believe that you're the only one with problems, or at least problems like that. Untrue. If you think about it, you are in a position that sees and solves problems for a living. Most of your problems have been dealt with dozens, hundreds, or thousands of times before. So you have an opportunity to draw from the wisdom of those who came before you. You might also believe that you're incapable or just not very good at solving problems. That's also untrue. You have your own life experience to draw from that can help you figure things out. So, if you think your situation is unique, you have a choice. You can either believe it and scramble for a solution, or you can put your mind to work for you. Robert Seashore, former chairman of the Department of Psychology at Northwestern University, explained, "Successful people are not people without problems. They're simply people who've learned to solve their problems." When I was younger, I tended to overcomplicate things. I suppose I've learned that a comprehensive approach to things isn't always the best. Simplicity is a far better way to live. Well, with that in mind, Earl Nightingale points out a simple and elegant truth about problem solving. He said, "Look at it this way. Your goal is in the future. Your problem is to bridge the gap that exists between where you now are and the goal you intend to reach. That is the problem to solve. Well, all we need now is a framework to bridge the gap." It's a process I've used many times in the past, and it works for me. I'm suggesting a simple 5-step process to solve your property management issues. You ready? Okay. Number 1, assess. Assessing is assessing the size and magnitude and urgency of the issue. Number 2, address. That's implementing the fix, whether temporary or permanent. Number 3, possess. That's owning the cause, the solution, and the severity. Number 4, confess. Communicate ASAP and over-deliver. Number 5, redress. That is the flawless follow-up through completion. So the first thing we must do when facing a new problem is assess its magnitude. Well, just how big, how far-reaching, how damaging, and how urgent is this thing? It's at this stage when you must determine who should respond to the issue, if it isn't you, of course. The problem may require expertise beyond your own. Is it time to team up or delegate? Who will handle the process? Now you're also beginning to formulate ideas on cause and effect and solutions. Step number 2. The next thing you must do is address it by implementing a fix, whether temporary or permanent. If it's urgent and severe, you must stop the bleeding. And if it's less urgent and more strategic and requires more research, time, and team support, then you must formulate a game plan to address the issue. The sub-steps to this require determining the cost, the timing, and impact of the solution. And the last sub-step might be to also include an ROI and however much you're going to be investing in that solution. Remember, if the fix is temporary, then the entire problem resolution cost includes both short-term and long-term costs. The next step is possess. All problems present opportunities to showcase your and your team's efforts. You must decide to seriously own the process of resolution. You must take possession of them. By that I mean you must dive deep into the root cause of the issue. Why? Well, to make sure you aren't solving for a symptom to a larger issue. That's why root cause analysis is so important. And by extension, you must ask whether this problem has a corollary issue. For example, if this piece of equipment failed, does that mean that all similar equipment might also be subject to failure? The next step is confess. Well, by confess, I mean to communicate what's happened, to fess up to any individual and any affected party, be it the owner, a tenant, or a resident, vendor, or guest of the property. How you manage your message can make the difference between a botched solution and a situation well handled. I've told my team many times, absent the facts, people will create their own story. It's true. People must fill in the blanks on how things appear to be and aren't afraid to tell others this story. So that's how rumors get started. It's important to get out ahead of this rumor mill. Tell them the client-approved facts. Not necessarily everything, just what happened and what's being done about it. Here's a real opportunity to leverage the impact of the solution. So you've no doubt seen "Pardon Our Dust" signs at construction zones. Well, I see those as opportunities missed. To me, those are perfect opportunities to inject some excitement about what's coming. How about hate the dust? Then you'll love what's coming. Tenants and residents will appreciate being part of the story when you involve them. They can be your best form of advertisement. I recommend updating them frequently throughout the resolution process. They will appreciate being told, being included, and being valued. You will appreciate the rumor reduction by proactively controlling the message. It's time to close the loop by checking on the implementation of the fix, whether temporary or permanent, informing those who were affected, holding a team debrief of crisis management measures, and budgeting for upcoming costs. So there you have it. Assess, address, possess, confess, and redress. 5 steps toward problem solving that you can use over and over again. Try it out the next time you face a problem you consider unique. And that's it. Well, I look forward to sharing more GIP tips with you in the future. Until then, this is Gip Erskine with Eversmarts for Property Managers, wishing you all the success you desire. Thanks for watching.